What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another tier list, another ranking. NFL trade deadline has ended today. It's a special day in America. The deadline's over. That's what everyone's talking about. NFL football right now. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. I believe so. Yeah, I think so. I think everyone's talking about this and only this today.
That's all I know about today.
Everyone was saying go out and trade often and trade early. That's what they were saying.
How does it feel that she started a Facebook group, Crackers for Kamala, and she's losing?
I feel very defeated. I was hoping, that was not me actually. So no politics. I didn't vote for either of them. So there you go. We'll start first here. You see everyone down below the pictures of everyone. And if you do see that Jets one that says Wilson, that is Davante Adams. Yes, I messed it up. I put Wilson for whatever reason. Get over it. It's Davante Adams. We'll start first here. That guy at the bottom left, or top left, I guess, would be Jerome Baker, to where this is a two-person trade to where the Seahawks acquired Ernest Jones, and then Jerome Baker went to the Titans. So it was basically a switch between those two, where Tennessee got Jerome Baker and a 4th-round pick, while Seattle got Ernest Jones, basically swapping two inside linebackers there. And a little caveat here is that this is the second time that Jones was traded this year. So I wasn't going to put him there twice. So it was just the last time he was traded. But it's a very
twice in 1 year is crazy.
it kind of is, and
they don't want you, huh?
It's a very small trade. So I'm going to go out of order here for you guys. We're going to do Baker and Jones in one because they were traded all together in one. I mean, Titans, they're not really fighting for anything. They just really got Jerome Baker and that 4th-round
pick. They're fighting for their lives out there in Tennessee, bro.
They got they basically got a 4th-round pick for Jones. So this really isn't going to make that big of a difference for the Titans. For the Seahawks, you don't know. Jones might work out and start playing well, and maybe they have a push in their division to where their division is pretty damn close. I don't know where you guys would rank them, but I'm thinking D area for me for Jerome Baker and the Titans.
I was thinking between C and D.
I can
because
C
it's like
for the 4th.
Okay. It's just like, okay.
Yeah,
it doesn't move the needle.
No, it's not a game-changing trade. I'm fine with putting both of them in C.
That's where I had them at. I put them in C.
We'll put Baker and Jones both in C, and then we'll move on to another Seahawks trade to where they got from the Jags Robertson-Harris. Some of you guys are like, who the hell is that? Exactly. We're going to do this one pretty quickly. Jacksonville got a 2026 6th-round pick, and Seattle, of course, got Harris. Harris is 31 years old, and I don't think he's going to make that big of difference in Seattle. He might. Who knows? I don't think it's a blockbuster trade. I'm cool throwing that in D.
That's where
I'm going to be honest. Like, all these trades are kind of like just swaps, more or less. And they don't really make you much better, but they also don't make you much worse. Like, how do you rank a trade like that? That's like, hey, you're going to get a 6th-round pick, and Seattle's going to get a guy that like isn't really going to change the game.
Now here's a guy who's going to come out and just play football.
It's going to all be essentially like the same as it was. So, like, and that's the same thing with the Baker and Jones trade, in my opinion. It's essentially going to be the same as it was, different names on the backs of different numbers.
So, I mean, the big reason Seattle got this guy, they had trouble stopping the run, so they brought him in for a 6th-round pick. So, and for the people that are watching, just letting you know, we are grading the team that got the player, not both teams, not the trade in totality, if that makes sense. So only the team that got the player.
So, for example, for the Ravens and Diontae Johnson up next, we're grading the Ravens, not the Panthers in this trade.
Or for this one, we're just grading the Seahawks on getting this guy for a 6th-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a needle mover, but I don't think it's like, oh, you got fleeced giving up a 6th-round pick. So I think that C is decently fair as well.
I'm cool with C. I know we originally did pick or said D, so I'm cool throwing him in C.
Maybe it's just like hey, we're giving you a pick that's not going to mean much for a player that might mean a little.
Yeah. And I mean, those are the three that we're not going to really talk about. Not a lot of people even know who they are. So we get those ones quick and out of the way. And, I took the majority of the time talking about them. So we'll move on to the Ravens. I'll just let you know what they got and how they got them. As Matt joins us back once again in a neon green.
My bad, dude.
You're good.
Dog with torn ACLs was falling down the stairs.
Oh, that is not good.
I was like, oh my God, what is that? Oh my God.
That is not good. No.
I didn't even know he left because I can't even see him.
I mean, granted, yeah, I guess for Donte's sake, Diontae didn't even know he was here.
See?
We're moving on to the Panthers, trading away Diontae Johnson to the Ravens, to where Baltimore receives Johnson and a 2025 6th-round pick, to where Carolina receives a 2025 5th-round pick. Dontea, I'll let you take this one.
Listen, man, I wanted to call this one an A, but we've only seen Diontae Johnson. Like, we don't know if he's ever reached his full potential yet. We don't know if he's just a 1,000-yard, 3-touchdown guy. I mean, we did watch this dude go how many games without a touchdown, guys?
A whole season?
Too many.
A whole season.
A season and a couple games.
So, I mean, he's a possession dude. He's a dude that, 3rd and 3, you can get him the ball real quick. He's a good safety valve. He is a playmaker. He likes to run backwards a little bit, but he kind of puts you in the mind of Zay Flowers. Not as much of a deep threat, but sorry, fellas.
Excuse you.
I would go B for this one though. They didn't give up much, and they got a very solid number 2 out of him. I almost want to go A, but I'll give it a B.
Jordan or Matt? Yep.
Am I supposed to put these people in the tiers myself, or
we're all agreeing in totality?
It's just like showing it, like you can put the players where you think they go, so that way when we discuss it, you can say, okay, well, I think Diontae Johnson, in my opinion, is an F grade.
Okay.
You can do it individually, or you can do it following along to where the end. If you want to move someone up and down, we can do it like
along
that.
Just so I know.
Where did you guys put Baker and Robertson-Harris?
So yeah, for
Baker,
the first
Jones and Harris, we all put in C.
Yep.
Baker, Jones, Harris.
And as you do that, Matt, Jordan, what do you feel about Diontae?
Yeah, I don't know if he's much of. I think he's more of a needle pusher than the last 3 guys we talked about. Baltimore's receiving core has been okay, but they're not one of the top receiving cores in the league. I don't think Diontae makes them a top receiving core in the league, but I do think he makes them quite a bit better than what they had. I know me and Matt had kind of talked about, we wish we could have him back, a guy that could run routes, get open on his own, and not have to be schemed into a play that gets him open. So I'm okay with putting him in either A or B. I know Dontea said B. He was on the fence between A and B. I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at an A. I wouldn't disagree with you.
I can't put him in S because I don't think them acquiring Diontae Johnson makes them a Super Bowl team or less of a Super Bowl team. I think that they stay relatively the same in what they can accomplish together as a team, with or without him.
Matt, where do you think the trade should go? And I know you were gone. I don't think I explained this before, but we're only grading the team that got the player. So
okay, all right. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's an A easily. It's not just for the player. It's the team and where they're at right now. When you have to worry about Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Justice Hill, Zay Flowers, all these people, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and then you just throw a guy like Diontae Johnson who can get open all by himself, like Jordan said. That's a big addition to me, in my eyes, especially for the trade and what it was, for what they gave up, for what they got back mid-season. Adding somebody like that's pretty fresh. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been in many crazy games. He's not getting crazy targets in what's it called? What? Oh, the Crazy King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton though. A couple
What?
games.
Yeah, a couple games.
Andy Dalton,
But
a couple games. I got him in fantasy.
when he was with he's had some good productive games, but like when he was with Pittsburgh, he was getting 20 targets a game. They were working his ass, you know what I'm saying, until we got in the red zone. But
Yeah.
but
Julio Jones ass.
no, I'm saying though, like that dude, you can scheme up that whole play and tell Diontae Johnson go get open. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get open. But in my eyes, it's an A for what it was. Now, if Diontae would have went to the fucking, I don't know, the Titans, I'm like, that's a fucking C because it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily the player, more as the
team
fit,
he
fit with the team in totality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to Baltimore. He's got dreads. All right, let me stop.
Yeah. All right. No, I agree. I think, everyone was on the fence with A, or like we're okay with putting him in A. I think that trade is a trade. So I think everyone can agree that, we're cool to put him there for now. We'll move on, Matt. This is going to be your next one. We got the Texans trading away Cam Akers. He's going back home to Minnesota, to where, Minnesota received Cam Akers and a conditional 2026 7th round pick, to where the Texans just received a 2026 6th round pick.
So honestly, I'm probably just gonna. I would fall in line. I like CD line. CD line is where I'm at. Probably a D because like I know me and Dontea were kind of on the same page with this at the beginning of the season. Ty Chandler is a dog.
What is he doing?
So you got Aaron Jones, Ty Chandler, and then now you bring in Cam Akers, and you're just like, it's kind of one of them trades where you look at it like, okay,
why did you do that? Like, what does that do for you?
You want to add a playmaker for nothing, cool, but like, I guess there's a guy.
Yeah,
So,
I put it.
My vote is D.
We'll go in order. So Jordan, you again, and then it'll go me and Dontea.
I agree. I agree with it being a C or D trade. I don't think it moves the needle. They didn't really give up much, which is kind of what's keeping me a little bit higher, like closer to the C range. They gave up a 5th round pick is what it was, right? Or a 6th round pick.
What are you doing right now?
Cam Akers still.
Okay.
Yeah. They gave up a 6th round pick for him. He doesn't do much for them, but they gave up essentially nothing for him. So it's like, I don't know. It doesn't move the needle, but they didn't give up a lot. So that's what kind of keeps me, like I said, a little closer to C. I'm okay with putting it in D, but I know there's going to be a few trades that deserve to be in D, probably over that one.
So I know with Ty Chandler, I think he is injured right now. So I think that's
but even
why
before he was injured, his ass didn't do shit. I've drafted him.
No, I agree. So I think that's probably why they went and just got a little more depth at running back. But like you said, that Cam Akers trade ain't gonna make a big difference. I'm cool with putting him in D.
I'm with you as well. I think, like Jordan said, they gave up nothing, so like it kind of makes you want to go like, see, like, hey, you got a serviceable running back for nothing. But like in the draft, you can get that type of running back in the 6th round. Cam Akers showed flashes in LA, but
that's it.
He's been just a guy since then, so I'm cool with it being D.
We'll throw him in D. Next, Jordan, this is going to be yours. We got one DeAndre Hopkins. Went to the Chiefs from the Titans. Kansas City did get DeAndre Hopkins. Tennessee did receive a 2025 5th round pick. That's a conditional pick that can turn into a 4th if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl and if Hopkins plays 60% of the snaps. Where do you got him, Jordy?
I'm going to be honest. This is probably the best trade in terms of the team that's receiving the player. It's probably the best trade that's happened so far this season.
Yo, that's
at all this season.
I think this low-key sucks though, because we just got to see this dude go off. In some of these trades, these dudes haven't even played yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's the good part.
for sure.
It's the fun part.
But like, do you think you would have said that if he didn't go absolutely nuts last night?
Probably not.
I still think I would have said that because we all know who DeAndre Hopkins is. He was on the Titans, which is a team that doesn't allow him to really showcase his strength.
He ain't been doing shit.
He's with the best quarterback in the NFL.
He's starting to do shit though.
Yeah.
Huh?
So even if I didn't see him play, what was that yesterday that we watched him? I still think I would put it up at least in A tier for what they gave up for a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, even if it was a 1-year rental. I mean, they're going for a 3-peat. That's a huge addition to their team, especially after losing 2 of their top receivers for the year. One of them before he even got to play.
Let me ask you a question real quick. So when Julio Jones went to Tampa Bay, you think you would have gave that an A grade when you saw it happen? Like Julio Jones about to go play with Tom Brady?
D-Hop is better now than Julio was then, though.
I don't know, bro. Well, now from what we just saw last year, yeah.
He had 1,000 last year. And I said
last year.
Honestly, so I don't know what the compensation was for who. Did he go there in the offseason or did he get traded there?
Free agent.
Okay. I would have absolutely definitely given that an A because you're telling me that Julio's going there to be behind Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. It still would have been an A to me. Even if he didn't end up performing, that's depending how much they paid him. If they paid him not a lot in terms of receiver, that's an A signing. Absolutely.
To play devil's advocate,
your third wide receiver,
and that cat didn't do shit.
Devil's advocate for that, he was at Tennessee the year before. He only had 434 yards and 1 touchdown. So I don't think at the time you probably would have gave that an A, to be honest, because he didn't do anything.
Tennessee's the team where receivers go to die. I still would have given it that.
D-Hop had 1,000.
There's receivers that have gone through Tennessee. I'm going to be honest.
Or his last year in Atlanta was terrible too.
Akeem Westbrook on the Titans, the guy that is their wide receiver 2, 3. When they had D-Hop, I think he was 3. If he goes and plays with a good quarterback, I think he'd be a very serviceable and very solid receiver on a good team. He's just on a really shitty. Look at AJ Brown, bro. I know AJ Brown was good with the Titans. He goes to the Eagles and he's a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, I think 1,500 last year, 1,600 maybe.
So it's hard to judge a player based on where they are and what team they're on.
But the only reason I said that is because Julio was coming from Tennessee, going to play with Tom Brady, and he was 32 years old when he played for Tennessee.
But he just wasn't.
D-Hop is 32 right now.
Yeah, but D-Hop at 32 is better than Julio at 32 still.
Yeah, after what we seen last night, yeah.
So is Julio. So is D-Hop an S or an A?
I'm personally putting him in S because I do think he significantly increases the Chiefs' chance to win going forward. He helps their offense out a lot because, and I know that I'm going to sound like Adam Schefter that was talking on ESPN earlier because I did see him say this, but he made a good point in saying when you're down in the red zone and you have D-Hop and Travis Kelce, whoever that safety is has to decide who he's giving help to. Which side are you going to help? Are you going to go help Travis? Well, now D-Hop's open because he's got one-on-one.
Even
are you going to go
too.
help? And you got Xavier Worthy. But okay, are you going to go help on D-Hop? Well, now Travis Kelce's going to do exactly what he's going to do. You know what he does. And they do essentially the same thing. They get into soft spots in the defense, both of them, all the time.
Y'all better one-on-one both of them motherfuckers, slow ass.
I'm cool. I'm cool with throwing it in S, to be honest. I'm cool with S.
Yeah, that's cool. S is cool. S is cool. We already bullshitted about it. I kind of figured we would go to S.
Next, we got that is not Garrett Wilson. It's a picture of Davante Adams with the last name of Wilson. It's Davante Adams.
You were just thinking about me.
I was thinking about Matt and thinking about how much I missed him being on the videos, and I just had to throw his name in there.
See,
so
you're gonna get called a casual.
Who?
You for having him there, having it say Wilson instead of Adams. Somebody like, whoever did this is a casual.
Okay, what I will say is
Do
I want
better, Derrick.
you to do all that research and do all the graphics and don't fuck up once. Good luck in a small time frame. So the Raiders, Davante Adams to the Jets. The Jets got Adams while the Raiders got a 2025 conditional 3rd round pick. To be honest, at the time of the trade, you're probably putting that in S. Now, hindsight, looking at it, I still think it's a good trade because it helps the team. But the Jets aren't winning games, which doesn't help at all. And I'm cool with throwing it. Go ahead.
Before you say that, I think we just have to look at it not the way it makes the team perform, but this team gave this and got this. Because if you think they got
how much does
Davante Adams for a 3rd rounder, you're not getting anybody better than Davante in the 3rd round. You might, but I doubt it. That is like an AS. But after you've seen them play, you're like, this could be a C.
No, yeah. I was
came
cool
alive last week.
I was cool with, before I let you guys go, I was going to say I was cool with A or S, and I'll let you go, Jordan.
My opinion on it is the Jets' passing game was struggled tremendously before Davante Adams, and they still had a good receiving core. So adding him does help, but if you're struggling to pass the ball and get the ball in your receiver's hands, I don't think that it is a huge needle mover. You can put anybody on that team. If you can't get the ball to them, then it doesn't matter who's out there running routes.
Aaron Rodgers will do it eventually.
That's what
he's going to get them the ball.
But what this season, he hasn't been passing the ball very well.
Last game, he was cooking, bro.
Yeah, he finished the first half of 40 yards and went over 200.
It won the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, I say A or S. We'll go Dontea, Matt, and Jordan. Dontea, you first. Where do you think it should be?
A.
Okay. Matt?
S.
Jordan?
I still think it's an A trade because I don't think it pushes the needle on them being Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, so we'll play it for this. We're gonna put him in A for right now.
Super Bowl.
We're gonna put him in A.
Them cats ain't making the playoffs.
That's why that trade isn't that effective for them. It doesn't make.
Yeah, but look at it like
I'm not looking at it how effective it is for the team.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the trade as a whole. Like,
yeah, but you also have to factor in does it fill the team's needs? That was
it definitely filled their needs.
You think that Davante Adams filled their needs? I don't. I think that they have
their whole line needed a lot of help.
No. That filled some of their needs, but they also need a defensive line and a defense. Yeah, and an O-line. Their run defense.
Yeah, I mean, if it would have been a trade for an O-lineman, I think it would have been more exciting.
Their run defense is atrocious.
The only reason why I'd be cool with A is because that wasn't their biggest need at the time, was a wide receiver. You know, they had Garrett Wilson, Lazard, and Mike Williams that were a capable wide receiver group. I think they needed more help at O-line. So A, I think, is okay for right now.
Getting Davante for a 3rd rounder is an A.
At minimum, it is an A for sure. But I don't think that significantly changes the trajectory of their season.
No. We'll move on. Next player. This is going to be you, Dontea. The Browns traded away Amari Cooper. Perfect fit for you to talk about. To the Bills, to where Buffalo received Amari Cooper and a 2025 6th-round pick, where Cleveland got back a 2025 3rd-round pick and a 2026 7th-round pick.
So we've seen Amari Cooper get passed around like an Instagram all on the club.
And everyone wants him.
The Browns got him. Right. The Browns got him for a 5th-round pick. And then they flipped him and ended up getting a 3rd. So if we were grading the Browns here, that's a great grade for them. But we're grading Buffalo. Now, Buffalo had just some guys over there. Keon Coleman, who was like the 32nd pick or something like that, beginning of 2nd round. Solid. Shakir.
I was gonna say he's been very, very good this year too.
Yeah.
Like he
yeah.
hasn't been a top 10 or nothing, but he's been very serviceable at receiver
Right.
for them.
Shakir has probably been their best receiver, though. We can
Coleman?
probably all agree there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Keon Coleman, Matt.
And then Curtis
I'm going to be
Samuel's
honest.
the guy.
After seeing the last 2 weeks, I do not think Shakir is still their number one. I think it's more obviously Amari Cooper, but I think Keon Coleman is even having better performances than Shakir.
I mean, it's been like
I think
9 weeks,
Josh
7
Allen is
weeks.
just out there playing ball.
I won't even go run on this one. For Buffalo, I'll give it a B. I wanted to give it a C, but I'm going to give it a B. Because I'm looking at Amari Cooper couldn't catch the ball before he even got there. Now, that's like, it's hard for me to just like, you're just going to figure it out there. But probably he will, because he was in Cleveland and he hated Deshaun. So I'm going to give it a B.
And y'all kept putting him in all them trade rumors.
Matt, where would you put this
Crying in
trade?
the car. Crying in the car.
I'm cool with B. Who was crying in the car?
Amari.
Oh, I thought you were.
I'm cool with B too. I wouldn't be opposed to putting him in A because it does fit the team needs in Buffalo, but I'm also cool with B.
In the total of the 2 games that he played with Buffalo, he had a total of 7 targets in both games, and a total of 5 receptions for 69 yards and a touchdown in 2 games. Not the greatest. Obviously, that's still a number 1 that you would want on your team. I'm cool with throwing that in B as well. Next, Matt, you probably know somewhat of this guy. He was drafted originally, I believe, to us, the Cleveland Browns. We got one Cam Robinson that went to the Vikings from the Jags, left tackle.
Tackle, yeah.
Yep. And
Yep.
Jacksonville received a 2026 7th-round pick to where Minnesota just got Cam Robinson in return. So they got their O-line help that they needed. Where would you think this lies?
So I haven't watched much Vikings yet this year. A little bit, couple primetime games, London game. They definitely needed some line help.
I think your starting left tackle got hurt right before this game.
Yep, thank you.
To go grab a starting left tackle for a 7th-round pick to basically give your quarterback enough time to get the ball to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. That's got to be an A move for me. I mean, there's not teams out there that do that. Your left tackle goes down, usually next man up mentality. No, let's go fucking get ourselves another starter from a team and throw him in our lineup. And like I said, protect him, get the ball to our playmakers.
Jordy?
You can't rely on Sam Darnold to just make it happen.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's an A or a B grade for that one. The thing that makes me want to say A almost is that the Jags are paying a portion of his salary too, so it's not even like the Vikings have to pay his full salary for the season, which helps in terms of you gave up a 7th-round pick that's going to realistically amount to nobody, and you're not paying all of his salary, and it's a starting left tackle in the NFL. That's
right.
a very solid trade.
Yeah, I'm cool with throwing him in A. I know it's his last year on his contract. Of course, he's not going to go for a crazy amount, but if he wins or goes far with Minnesota, pretty good chance he does resign with Minnesota. What do you think, Dontea?
Yeah, I like it in A too. I think it was a really good move by them. Your left tackle just went down. You went and got another guy who can start for you. It'll be good for them. So yeah, I like it. Put an A.
Gotcha. So next, I believe it is Jordan. Is this your guy next? Baron Browning from the Broncos traded to the Cardinals. I know it's not in the order of our list that I sent you, but it's in the order of, our graphic that we have now. Arizona receives Browning to where Denver just receives a 2025 6th-round pick. So getting a little bit of extra linebacker help over there in a tough division. where they have a chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right around probably the C range with this one, just because I don't know if he's a very big needle pusher either. I wouldn't mind it being in B just because they only gave up a 6th. But I'm okay with C along with Baker, Jones, and Robertson-Harris. To be honest, it's just like a cool. We got somebody else.
eBake said he's trash.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know how good of a player he is.
D-Bake's also a hater, though.
And he just got traded away from his team.
Yeah, I'm cool with throwing him. I'm cool with throwing it in C personally. I don't think it's a crazy trade for the Cardinals. I think it's a good trade, but I don't think it's a B tier either. I think it's in between those two, but I would go more towards C.
I was in D for this one, but yeah, we can agree on C.
Matt?
Oh yeah, I said C.
Okay.
Sorry.
We'll move him to C. Next, we'll move on, and we got one Za'Darius Smith. I guess I'll take this one because it's in order now still. Traded from the Browns to the Lions. I mean, we all expected it. It was talked about for about 2 weeks before it even happened. Detroit received, Smith in a 2026 7th-round pick, to where Cleveland got a 5th-round pick in 2025 and a 6th-round pick in 2026. And I'll be honest, I think Za'Darius, it's a good fit for them because they need someone to replace Aiden Hutchinson. At least there's a chance for him to come back, but I don't think that's going to happen unless they make the Super Bowl. Yeah, if they make the Super Bowl, there's a chance. I don't know how high of a chance that is. But
that would be crazy, though.
I think he's a good fit. I don't know.
Gotta sit the fuck down.
I don't know if he's going to do as well as he did in Cleveland. We'll see, just because Myles Garrett was on the opposite side, so that helps him out a lot. He's going to be the number one guy on that defensive line, so we'll see how he goes or how he does. Maybe he can beat the Green Bay Packers or the Minnesota Vikings. Za'Darius Smith, that was a Pro Bowler. I would honestly still put this in A, though. They need that help, and they're just adding to a Super Bowl contending team.
It's going to be a cheat code in the grid challenge.
Yeah, the whole division down there.
Yeah.
I'm with you, though. I think it's an A move for them. They went and got a good pass rusher to replace Aiden Hutchinson. They didn't give up much for him, so yeah.
I'm good with A. I'm low-key teetering towards an S, but I'm cool with A.
Yeah, and I was thinking S as well, just because that is a very important position on their defense. They lost one of the top 5 pass rushers in the NFL. I know that Za'Darius isn't a top 5 pass rusher, but you're still trying to fill that hole that you have on your defense. Do you think Za'Darius Smith's a top 5 pass rusher, Matt?
Fuck no.
Why'd your eyes get all big when I said he wasn't?
His eyes just get big.
He's not a top 5 pass rusher, and Matt goes, I know you can't see my eyes.
They were like that previous statement.
Yeah, I think it's an S, just because I think that if they can retain him in the next year too, you have to think in the future, it's going to be him and Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge.
Yeah.
In the future.
Matt, did you say A or S? Or what did you say?
I said I'm cool with A. Like, I was thinking S, but like I'm good with A as well. Only because like they, just like the Vikings, like you lost somebody important to your team and you went out and got somebody to fill that void that's also a starter in the league who's very like high tier at his position.
We'll put him in A for now. I know Jordan wanted him in S. I think majority had A.
No, I'm okay with you guys putting him in A. Yeah. I do think that
that's cool. We got a bunch of S. We got a couple S's at the end of the thing, anyways. We might as well save them.
Then we'll move on. Dontea, we got the Bears trading away their 3rd string running back, Khalil Herbert, to the Bengals, to where Cincinnati just receives him, and Chicago receives a 2025 7th-round pick. And this is all after, the Zach Moss neck injury that he had. So they're trying to get a little more depth over there.
And I do want to say before you answer, Zach Taylor said that he's expecting to be without Zach Moss for the rest of the season.
Okay.
that
Thank
just
you,
came out
Adam Schefter.
23 minutes ago. It's just on like the side of
know.
ESPN. It says 23 minutes ago.
That's pretty wild, though.
Get well, Zach Moss. I'm not praying on anybody's downfall, but if you're a Chase Brown fantasy owner, that's great news for you. I held on to him all year for a reason, and it's paying off. Anyways,
Can't see me dancing, Dontea. I'm sorry.
I know, bro.
I was dancing.
I was high on 2 random running backs, Chase Brown and Todd Chandler. One of them was gonna pay off.
Yeah, one of them was good. One of them was good. One of them you were high.
I was wrong. Khalil Herbert isn't bad though, so
No,
I'm
not
partially
terrible.
like in C because like, hey, you threw out a 7th rounder and you got a dude who was a starter, recently, and even when he was behind Montgomery, this was a couple years ago now. He really showed flashes of being a solid number 1 when Montgomery got hurt. Zach Moss is out for the year. You got to go C by default. Like, I don't think he's amazing, but you got another guy to be behind Chase Brown. So I think it was a good move for them, but not like it's just a guy.
I'm C.
Jordy?
Oh my God.
I know, I'm so sick.
Trump is minus 1,000. I just got the alert.
All right.
I think in terms of team needs with Zach Moss being out,
and Donald Trump has a 2-touchdown lead
in the 4th quarter.
I think giving up a 7th round pick is basically you just were given the player. I'm willing to put it in A. I'm cool with C, but I think, or not A, B.
Yeah.
I'm cool with putting it in B.
What did he say?
I'm okay with putting it in B.
Jordan got too hype about the Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He said that's an
He's
A.
a S tier, brother. He's a S tier.
Put it in the fucking A.
But no, I think giving up nothing for a guy to be your backup running back and could possibly, like Dontea said, we saw flashes of him being very good on Chicago behind Montgomery. He could end up being a number 1 guy in Cincy.
Let's hope not.
Nah.
I got a fantasy league going, bro.
And he goes over there. He's pissed off from being demoted to 3rd string in Chicago. Starts balling out. It could happen.
I'm 8-1. I need Chase Brown to stay in the starting lineup.
Right.
Well,
all right. You go see Derrick?
I'm cool with
yeah, we'll throw him in C for right now. Maybe we'll move on to it. But Matt, we got you next. We got one where the Panthers traded away their 2nd-year wide receiver in Johnathan Mingo to the Cowboys, where Dallas received Mingo and a 2025 7th round pick. And what they gave up was a 2025 4th round pick. And I'm not going to lie, Mingo's stats this year, 12 receptions, 121 yards, and 0 touchdowns.
And we have our first F.
Say that shit again. We got our first F. You, Dallas Cowboys. You.
I moved him to F before you guys even talk.
What?
Why? That's just like a why the fuck would you do that trade?
I don't even want to spend too much time on it. That shit's insane.
Like, I would have traded for Thielen over him.
I would have traded a 4th round pick for a McDonald's bag of fries.
4th round pick is nuts, bro.
Yeah, I think we're all cool with that.
If they would have given up maybe a 6th, it would maybe be in a debate for C.
Yeah.
There's 3 guys that went for a 7th that are C tier.
And I mean, think about the other receivers that went for less. Hopkins for a 5th, Davante for a 3rd. That's probably going to be a 4th. Diontae for a 5th. Yeah. So
and the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers could not offer a fucking 5th for either Davante Adams or either DeAndre Hopkins or a 3rd for Davante is crazy.
Don't worry, you got plenty of time.
We probably did.
All
right,
Jordan.
Who's on now?
We got the Saints giving up Marshon Lattimore, so we'll never see. Well, we might. You never know how the NFL season goes. The Mike Evans versus Lattimore rivalry happen as much. Washington received Lattimore and a 2025 5th round pick, to where New Orleans got a 2025 3rd and 4th round and a 2026 6th round pick that was originally theirs.
This is easy money.
Yeah, that's an S.
Easy
That's
money.
an S.
That's an S.
Were you drawing a dick?
It's a little curved, but sure.
But
That's his Disney Channel. That's his Disney Channel thing.
I tried to do that. Yeah.
Do we really need to like even talk about this? It's just an S.
Nope.
Yeah,
They
it's
got a
S,
dog,
dude.
and they're a team full of dogs right now.
Yeah, they got a dog.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hopefully he's
Maybe
not ready
it's an A because of the hamstring injury.
Nah.
I think he'll be all right.
I
Nope.
do too. S.
I think he'll be all right.
All right, it's an S. Hopefully his bitch ass don't play this week.
Yeah,
Another F.
I think it's an S. They don't have very good corners, and a lot of young corners that they have over there, so they definitely need a guy. We'll move on. These next two, me and Dontea are not going to take. Actually,
Tre'davious Mingo.
we're gonna skip these two, and we're gonna let you two kind of handle the reins of this one. First, we'll start with Matt first. We got Mike Williams headed to Pittsburgh, as basically the Jets just received a 2025 fifth-round pick for giving up Mike Williams.
And we have an F. No, I'm just
So the only receiver that I really didn't want,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
we end up with I feel like you gotta go D. I feel like.
damn.
I mean,
D for damn.
he adds a little bit of value to the team. We needed a receiver. It fills a void. But how much does he really offer? He don't really stay on the field. I could be wrong. He could go fucking crazy.
He's coming back from injury.
But he doesn't stay on the field that often. He just came off a serious injury. Even Aaron Rodgers was saying how today on Pat McAfee how he like is just starting to like trust his speed again. What the fuck are you doing on an NFL football field?
I'm gonna first and foremost say that I agree with Matt. I think that this should go in D tier. But I do want to say, watching the NFL, whatever, not countdown, but NFL Live or whatever the fuck's on ESPN. I believe it was Dan Orlovsky that said, "This is Russell Wilson's new DK Metcalf."
I mean, maybe.
And I said, "What?" He said, "Deep threat, jump ball guy. He's not nearly as talented as DK, but this is Russ's new DK." Excuse me, why the fuck didn't we get DK? And actually, I'm okay with putting him in F because we gave up the same amount for him as the Chiefs gave up for DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins.
God damn.
Hey, he better fucking go crazy.
I hope he balls out, but
If he doesn't,
serious concern.
he's gonna get ran the fuck out of town.
I will.
Then we were watching the whole NFL, Pat McAfee, all that. They were talking about it. They kept showing fucking highlights in the Chargers jerseys.
Yeah.
All the shit that he did before he fucking tore his Achilles.
That's how you know when you're trash.
Or whatever he did.
Show highlights from your
ACL, whatever. My bad.
I mean, he's only got 4 catches on the year, so maybe more. I don't know. Not a lot.
Yeah.
But
dang.
I will say for Jordan's point, we'll put him in D. But I don't think Seattle was ever going to get rid of DK just for the chance of they still had a chance to win that division. You know.
No, I don't think that they would have either. But
Yeah.
there's other guys I think we could have gotten for a 5th round pick.
I
DeAndre
agree.
Hopkins.
Or I think you would have took Adam Thielen over him, to be honest. But Jordan, you can have this one. We got the Packers getting rid of a guy. This guy. We might have to put
Now,
this
here's the
name or
guy.
S because he liked a couple of our videos before. Preston
That's my
Smith
guy.
to the Steelers. Green Bay received a 2025 7th round pick, so basically nothing for Preston Smith to help you guys with Herbig that I believe is a little banged up over there.
That's Big P.
So I was gonna say, he plays on the line, right? He's an on the line.
No,
Yes.
bro.
No?
Oh yeah.
He's a
an
DN.
edge.
He's
Basically
an
an
edge.
edge.
Yeah.
So
He's an outside linebacker is his position.
So where's he gonna play?
That motherfucker.
Her
When
big
that
spot,
offensive
probably.
when that offensive lineman is fucking tired as hell from trying to keep up with TJ Watt for fucking 10 plays in a row, here comes Preston Smith at your ass with some fucking fresh legs.
That
ready to push. He's a
That was my
rotational.
only question. Is he going to
He's a
come in
rotation
just on
piece.
rotation behind Highsmith or behind TJ?
But I think he's going to rotate. He's probably going to be a rotational guy both sides. So Herbert, Highsmith, TJ, all them dudes are just going to be on a constant rotation. Keep them all fresh. We got a long season. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't overuse all of them. You know?
What are his like? Is he's big as hell? Yeah, 6'5",
He big dude.
265. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
he's bigger than them.
Rotate him and Keanu Benton out.
Keanu Benton needs a break.
Put him on the inside with
Keanu Benton's a dog, but he.
Man, what are y'all grading this? Give it a grade. Enough.
Hey, bitch.
Hey,
You guys are both going A.
this fucking Debbie Downer up here.
I was gonna say yes. I'm over here slurping,
Cleveland
bro.
Browns
I mean, goddamn, you got a whole fucking Brown show. We could talk for a minute.
That we do on our own time. Do that.
You guys can do a Steelers show. We ain't stopping yet.
Hey, whoa. It ain't about that. It ain't
You
about
brought
that.
it up.
I brought it up for another purpose. We're allowed to talk
Are you guys
for a
on
minute.
a pogo stick right now?
We're allowed to talk for a minute.
So
give it an S though.
I will say that Nick Herbig is dealing with a little bit of a hammy, so he'll definitely be subbing in and out with him to give him a little bit of rest as he's coming
already.
out.
Fucking talking about it forever.
All right, my bad. We'll put him F for me since I'm controlling it.
All right, A.
I'm cool.
Say S, though.
Hey, Preston Smith, you better like this.
I'm cool with A, to be honest. I wouldn't put it S. It is a 7th round pick. He's 31 years old, I believe.
They gave a 7th round pick for D-line depth that didn't even need D-line depth. Keeping those dudes fresh is going to be crazy for... Give it an A. Give it an A. I don't need to sit here and talk good about Steelers.
Do you guys believe it's S? If you guys believe it's S, I'll throw it in there.
No, A is cool with me. A is cool with me.
Jordan,
A is cool with me.
Say yes, and then I'll put it in there. No?
A is cool with me.
Okay.
S.
All right, it's an S. He said S.
Big P better like this video.
Yeah.
Hey, what does S stand for? Superb?
Satisfactory.
Suck it.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
This isn't going to be the last one on this where you guys are looking. There's 2 that are missing that you don't see. We'll talk about them very at the end and put them there quickly away because they're not very big trades. Dontea, I see your face. Get over it. It's okay. We got Tre'davious White, Dontea. I'll let you take this one. To the Ravens. Baltimore receives White and a 2027 7th round pick to where the Rams receive a 2026 7th round pick. So they're basically getting this guy for free.
So I'll put it in B. I know Tre'davious White is coming off of Achilles injury, was it?
I believe so.
What injury hasn't he had?
Yeah, Tre'davious White was locked down in
for
years
about
past.
2 years.
Yeah, in years past. I'm going to be honest. I have watched some Rams games, but I don't even know if I've heard Tre'davious White's name on defense when they were playing. So I'm going to give it a B just because cornerback depth is important, but the Ravens is one of those teams. It's like the Eagles. When you find out they're trying to trade for Cooper Kupp, you're like, oh my God, the rich get richer. It's like one of those things. Like Tre'davious White, I'm sure will fit in with them and he'll be serviceable. So for a team who's battling for a Super Bowl, I got to give it a B.
Matt?
I'm good with B.
Jordan?
It's just corner depth that they're going to need. That's one of their weak spots. Marlon Humphrey got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like B for that.
We'll throw him in B. The last 2, Jordan.
I like A because it's a fucking pick swap. You're essentially they gave them
just
the
getting
player.
a player.
It's a pick swap with a player.
I'm cool with that. I like A.
Literally
to be
got
honest.
him. You got him for free.
I like A.
Hey, let's do it.
They just basically got him for free. We'll throw him in
You got depth for free.
Last 2 in the document. It's number 9 and number 10. Jordan, I'm going to let you have this one real quick. The Patriots get rid of Josh Uche. Is that how you say his name? Old Michigan player for you guys.
I believe so.
Kansas City receives, a nice pass rusher, and New England receives a 2026 6th round pick. I would put that probably in C, to be honest.
You said in D?
C.
Yeah, I was going to say C.
C as in cock.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree with you on that. He's not like a huge needle pusher. He's a very solid player. He had a few games where he was very good with the Patriots, but I don't think he's like a game record that's going to come in and make your defense 10 times better.
You sound like Donald Trump when you don't really have the answer to a question. You just like the answer.
I mean, you don't.
Be very good.
Gave up a
Everything's going to be good. It's going to be okay. Don't worry. It's going to be huge.
You don't have the answer, Sway.
Ain't that all we've been doing all night? Is just saying like, I don't think this guy makes him that much better. Let's just put it in.
Nah, it was just funny. Like the first like couple words you said, he's like, I mean, all right, it's okay. It's going to be good. Yeah. He's a guy.
So, yeah, we'll throw him and see.
By 100 right now, boys. I'm watching the live, the live polls.
This last one, I'll just take and I'll put Texans traded away Khalil Davis to the 49ers, a D tackle. Houston receives a 2026 7th round pick to where San Fran just gets the player.
Guy?
Exactly. We'll throw it in. We'll throw it in. I don't know, D or F. You guys decide in the comments down below where it should be.
Or make them do it.
As you guys look at the list, we good? Good to end the video? We good with all the rankings that we have?
I'm Gucci.
Hey, can we add another tier below F and put like what the fuck Cowboys and move Mingo down there?
We should. We should.
Like an extra
just
bottom.
What the hell?
Just like what the hell was that about?
Yeah, I like it the way it is. I mean, Preston Smith and S is probably looks a little crazy, but thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you think the Steelers have a chance to make a Super Bowl run? Let us hear your comments down below.
Donald Trump minus 1,000.
Don't bet Donald Trump minus 1,000 because you're not going to make a lot of money if he wins. So, till next time.
You D-Bake just text us and said Donald Trump minus 1,000. I bet you.
Like,
it is.
Comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.
Minus 1,000.
Peace.
If you